Okay, it's good to have you back. Let's start talking with you now. The first segment will look at what is trending today, which is International Women's Day. And we're going to look at the contribution of women in nation building. Women and nation building. And to help us look at that this morning, we have a guest that has joined us. She is Professor Ngozi Chuma Ude. She is a professor of English and Chukwuemeka Odimewu Ojukwu University, Ibadan. Prof, you're welcome.
Thank you. Hello, viewer. Don't go away.
And you're looking so sweet this morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the compliment.
An African woman that should be respected. Yeah. Welcome, ma'am. Yeah, just yesterday, and we started talking about how women could come together to form a formidable force. To be able to secure a space for themselves. In the scheme of things in Nigeria, politically, economically, and otherwise. And today is International Women's Day. And we want to look at how women are contributing to this nation. Well, it's a woman's affair, but then Dave is here. It's not a woman. It's going to stabilize the
discussion.
The discussion. I wanted to say the polity. Dave, you're welcome.
All right.
Okay, and then Prof. So just like you heard yesterday, we had some women that we had here yesterday as we were looking at women in politics. And that we raised a lot of issues. Okay? Now, today we want to talk about how women are contributing to the building of this nation. Let's look at International Women's Day generally. What is it all about?
International Women's Day is a day set aside to celebrate womanhood, to give value to womanhood, to recognize the essence of women, to put a kind of encouragement on this whole phenomenon of being a woman. Because most often than not, women feel they are relegated to the background. So this is a day set aside by the world to tell women that the world is aware that women are there, playing out their roles as women.
The world is aware that we exist. Are we just existing? I don't know. I think we are making impacts. We are just not just existing. And that's why the world cannot not move on without the women. I know. Starting from the family to all the areas of life. Because you remember during the creation of the world, it was just Adam. The Bible recorded he was very lonely. And then God gave him a woman.
I think
the whole scenario changed.
That narrative, I think, will form a little bit of what our fulcrum of our discussion this morning.
Okay.
Now, so far we've seen a changing narrative for women. Like the International Women's Day, the 1908 protest by women in New York, and we could also remember the 1929 Alba Women's Riot. The narrative seems to have changed over time, but it seems that the women have not actually embraced the new culture or the new opportunities given to them. Why do you think so?
I don't know what you mean by new opportunities, new cultures given to them. Are you aware of any? Because, you see, in literature, there is something we call the Eve's motif.
Okay.
And I believe this Eve's motif is like an albatross hanging around the neck of women. What is Eve's motif? It is a belief that women are direct descendants of Eve and should be kept in check, or they will be looking for the next man to give an apple. So that is just the problem. And in a patriarchal society where this Eve motif is predominant, women are debarred from contributing to the development of their contemporary society.
Are they still bad or they're restricting themselves?
They are bad in some areas.
How could they restrict themselves? Okay, don't worry. Remember that we are 2 against 1 here.
I was there minding my own business. And some people invited me to be the chairman of an occasion. I went there. There was kola nuts presented. And because it was a gathering of women, they said none is worthy to break the kola nut. Then they went outside. They were looking for a man to come.
In the midst of women. Okay, hold it. I would like us to hear that in detail as we come back. Let's get to the streets first and talk to some people. We're coming back.
What women need to do is for them to go to school. And when you get to school, after you are done with your graduation and everything, you go and find a job. It's only when you have a job and then you have money that you can contribute to nation building. If you do not have money, you cannot train your child. You cannot do any other thing.
Well, in my own opinion, I will say that governments have a role to play in the sense of empowering women, as in creating skill acquisition centers, assisting them to acquire skills and other things. Most importantly, investing in education, encouraging women to be educated. Because to me, you train a woman, you train a nation.
Yeah, I believe that the simple way is equally to give them more freedom, equally to create more environment, more atmosphere for them to participate in decision making, most especially in politics. I believe that it will equally encourage them to be more proactive in the activities that concerns the society, that concerns their home, that concerns the way they relate to individuals and society at large.
A lot of ways women can contribute in nation building. One of these ways, I believe, is when a woman that knows that is a woman train up his child in a proper way of upbringing, it helps in nation building. Because children with good moral training don't constitute nuisance in the family, in the society. Another way is when women are engage themselves in things that will help the nations to build up. Find something doing.
Women, they are the builders of the home. Nowadays, you see different attitudes from our teenagers, from men, from other people, because of the way they were brought up. If a mother do her duty at home to take care of the children, they'll become leaders of tomorrow, future leaders of tomorrow. If they are well taught and trained, they will help to build the society. If they are allowed to handle political situations, they know how to handle it. They are allowed to be leaders, they know what to do. Women are helpful, even at home. They build the home, therefore they can build the society.
Okay, good to have you back. It is still Good Morning, Anambra, and we're looking at women and nation building. And Professor Ngozi Chumaude is still very much around with us. Ma'am, you're still welcome. Okay, you were telling us a story of breaking up the kola nuts before we went on break.
And they went out to look for a man who will break the kola nut for them. And they searched for almost an hour. And they brought a little boy. Just a very little boy. And the boy came. They gave him the kola nut. He was just looking at all of us. What is the rationale behind that? That thing is a symbol of a lot of things. When women are debarred from doing what is necessary and at a particular point in time, time will be wasted and nothing will be achieved. Because just look at that symbolic event of running out to look for a man to come and break a kola nut, and it wasted an hour. And
compare with the question that Dave asked, whether we are the people restricting ourselves.
The tradition, culture subjugates women to a great extent.
But on that basis, like our discussion now, do you think women have actually raised that issue, talked about it, engaged the culture about it, to ensure that something like this is where, so some things we don't usually want to delve into, I don't know, women, they don't want to, they feel like if I say it now, it will be, I'm the only woman challenging the culture and tradition of our people.
No, it is not like that. Culture will not allow you to challenge it. So that is just the issue. No woman, no man even has the right to change these things, not to talk of women.
So does it mean it will continue?
Well, some of them are retrogressive, and that is what we are begging, that these things should be scrapped. It's not just about breaking of kola nut or, there are so many of them hindering women.
Yes.
Do you know that in some societies, in some of our communities in Igbo land, women, even pregnant women, are debarred from eating proteinous food like eggs. Even when
they need it most.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are a lot of things. And this is still continues in greater degree, like when there is a boy and a girl in a family, the boy child is given preference against the girl child. Makana nwa nwoke ga-ebichi obi, then nwa nwaanyị. So you don't train a girl because another family will come and take her in marriage,
it's horrible.
and it will be a waste. So
these are the things that women have been fighting over the years. But despite that, we still have women that have made very great impact in this nation. And that's why what I would like to find out from you, that looking at these challenges, which we know that are there, would you say that women are not really making any impact in the nation building? And if they are, where have their presence been felt?
Let me start from our traditional communities in Nigeria. Women have always been indispensable in the political structure of our individual communities. Look at a woman like Iyalode, the Yoruba something. Then there is Moremi of Ife Modakeke, trying to intervene, arbitrate between two rival communities. And the Iyalode was there, piloting the political affairs of her people. Then, in modern times too, we had two women being members of the Formation Assembly of Nigeria, the Ransom Cuties, and the more Kellers. Women have always been there.
That led men to war and conquered.
Oh, definitely. So when women are given the chance, that is what we are saying. When women are given the chance, they perform, and they perform extraordinarily.
Even if it's not chance, give them equal playing ground.
You know, this is what we are.
Be able to
the argument that kept us yesterday. Give. we quarreled with. I just quarreled with it yesterday. That word, give opportunity, give chance.
Okay.
Can't women take up those responsibilities?
Can I ask you a question there? Now there is a House of Assembly. Okay, let me start from my own university. Okay. We have a council. So when it is time to elect people to council, they will say 4 men, and there is a clause, at least a woman.
At least.
At least a woman.
So it could have been half or none.
So why at least a woman? Why not say four people? And let women come out, let men come out, whoever is voted for should move in. That is just a microcosm. Then in the macrocosm, comprising of our states, the federal, and the world, is if you keep seeing such things, like, let us make a group of about 40 people comprising of 35 men, able-bodied men, and 5 women.
But don't you think
35% affirmation? Why not 50-50?
That is still giving the opportunity to the women.
Why?
Because
why shortchange them?
Shortchange.
Even when
throw this thing open.
There's a probability that if you want to elect on competence, women might not have opportunities to be there.
Are you
Why?
serious?
Those opportunities.
Are you
Men,
serious?
Competence.
No, I'm saying there's a
This
possibility.
is serious because I
There's a
can't
possibility.
remember a man beating me in class.
Oh,
There's a possibility. There's a possibility.
I don't. Well, what do you mean by competence?
I mean, there's a possibility that when you throw such, let's say people.
Throw it open. Let the men compete. Let the women compete.
compete.
If the number of women that eventually manage to scale through is not zero, then we know it is because they, just as you mentioned, competence. But throw it open. We need 40 people. Let the men, let the women come out.
Yes.
Whoever wins should go. They do not say we have 100%. Let's give 5% to women.
no. It's not. That's
That
exactly,
percentage is a problem.
is the problem.
It's
and
not
that's
proper.
why women feel that you're always giving it to them. Don't give it to them. They want to,
Yes, why give
get
it to
it
them?
at the same level with you. But then we'll have this problem that we spotted yesterday about this giving thing. Okay, we talked about the numeric strength of women, that they are more in number, though they are, what they call this, NPC said no, that men are more, I mean, judging from the last census, okay, that will have more men than women. It is still debatable. But looking at the number of women, can't they do it themselves? Wouldn't they support themselves, encourage themselves, and form a formidable front and say, this is what we want and this is the way we want it?
IJ, life is played by the rules and by the laws. Do you understand? If there is a law that no matter the number of women, that we will need just 2, that is the law now.
But why has
Are you going to jump over the law?
The women who have gotten opportunity to be in those positions of power to
change the law overnight.
Change the laws, ask questions.
Will the
ask
men
critical
agree that the
questions.
law should be changed?
Because they are always more in number.
That is the issue.
Are they still more
Okay,
in
look
number?
at the House
They
of
are
Assembly.
in the national assemblies where the laws are being made.
But in those smaller societies that we have, let me use this organization for example. I don't know whether the men are actually more in number.
They are.
Are they?
They are.
Among the management
I
and
said
policy
they are.
makers.
You see, there is a way you are taking this.
Okay.
Now, every system has its own rules. Look at it this way. Now, the House of Assembly must have their codes of conduct laid down before a woman became the speaker. Do you understand? You now want the woman to thwart that law. It does not just mean, I don't know how to explain this, but you being the head of an institution does not give you the power to begin to thwart laws and, work against established rules. These rules have been there. And as the women come up, they meet these rules there. It behoves the entire society to change.
So how do we get
Not
there?
just the women.
Does it mean it's not possible or it's very...
It's possible. When you
how do we
change
achieve those
the
results?
mindset of the men to accept
When you
the women,
reorientate them.
to accept the women and
And starting
debunk,
from the family.
debunk that saying that behind every successful man there is a man. Let the saying be beside every successful
Most
man.
times say
Yes.
in front of every success.
There is something we call feminism. People don't understand it. I have my own brand of feminism. Ngozi Chumude's brand is the beside feminism. Ada, somebody has the D feminism. And Akachi Ademora is Professor Akachi has the snail speed feminism. But my own is the beside feminism.
Okay, let's look at the contributions of the women that have really made it in this nation, like the late Dora Akuniles, and then the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, obvious, there were so many of them that have really contributed immensely to the building of this nation at their own time. And I would like to find out, do we still have women like that that can stand the test of time like Dora did fighting drug abuse and fake drugs and everything, and looking eyeball to men and telling them, no, this is the way I want it.
Of course, such women still exist. It just needs the encouragement of the society. Let the society, because you working for a group of people will also need to be reassured that the people you are fighting for, that you have the support of the people you are fighting for. Dora fought for the lives of many. Before her coming, so many people were dying. You go to hospital, you keep taking drugs, and people keep dying. You will not know that most of the drugs you're taking are filled with gari and flour.
Some expired
solid affair. The Nigerian market was a dump of for expired drugs. All over the world, Filipino, whenever drugs are expired, they bring them into Nigeria at no cost. And these traders will not understand that lives are being wasted. Until this woman came up. Initially, she met a lot of resistance, but then when it was open to people that she was fighting for lives, I believe she had support. So that support is what we are asking for. Support the women. Support the women.
All right, someone wants to join us. Let's get... hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go on. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please, when you call in, you go on and speak so that we'll continue with the discussion. The question about support, you mentioned support for the women. And so far we've been able to establish that maybe the society have not been able to give the women that necessary support they need.
And that is what we're craving for.
So what can we do at this point? How do we reorientate the general mindset of the men and even the women? Because there are women who believe, I don't know if you get, she always likes to show herself. Then how do we change this whole concept? Some women will tell you, look, this is the tradition, don't even go there. So how do we change that mindset? How do we move from here to a better platform in our society?
Empowerment, educational empowerment. There are certain qualities that enlightenment imbue on a human system, and that is what these women are lacking. Empowerment, enlightenment, education. Let these things be thrown open to women, yes. Let them discover their potentials. And let them know that when these potentials are fully harnessed, it will be to the greater betterment of the society.
Okay, thank you. We are heading for another round of election tomorrow, and that's for the governorship and state of assemblies. And let me find out from you as to celebrate women today. If you are elected the president of this nation, what will you do differently from the men?
Things will change.
Things will change.
From the grassroots.
For the better.
For the better. For progressivism. From the grassroots to the camera light. Things will change. Things will change.
Everything will change.
Lives will
that's
change.
What we are taking
because
both.
the woman is synonymous with nature. A woman knows the heartthrob of nature. You know how to touch it.
Okay.
Is this proven?
No, definitely.
When a woman is elected the president of the
simple. Look at the Croatian president. Did you watch
We
her?
also remember the former minister of petroleum.
Okay, Dave.
All these are accusations that have not been proven.
All right,
and there is something you should know, Dave. You'll be in a situation where certain powers are over you, manipulating you. And at the end of it all, fingers will be pointed at you. A child was brazen enough to say the other time that it looks like the professors who were given who were brought in to man the elections, helped to let things go wrong. And I simply explained to him.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. We must go. Thank you, Professor Ngozi Chuma Ude, Professor of English at the Chukwuemeka Odimewu Ojukwu University, Igbariam. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Prof.
Thank you, IJ.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure having you. Okay, I've been around with Dave, and we are getting set for the next segment of this discussion. Don't go away.